Welcome back to part 3 of today's lesson. In this video, we're going to do two things, okay? First thing we're going to do is we're going to add a background to it and a end game state or game over state where when the egg touches the ground or the bottom, it will trigger a game over state, okay? And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to count how many eggs that every time the boy catches, we're going to count how many eggs we have saved throughout the game, okay? So let's start with the easy one first. Click on the bottom right where there is the choose backdrop, okay? Right, scroll down just a little bit and look for the word farm, okay? Farm. All right, so we got a boy with the farm. Looks like it's at least it looks like it's in the right location with an egg falling down from the sky, okay? Now click on the backdrop, okay, the stage, the backdrop, and then click on backdrops, okay? The first one, the original backdrop, which is the white color one, we're going to delete it, okay? Select that and click delete, okay? And then the farm, we're going to duplicate the existing one, and we're going to call it game over, okay? All right, so we're going to write the word text game over on the screen. All right, let's give it a white color font. Drag it all the way to the left, and there we go. Okay, GAMEOVER. All right, and we're gonna click here. We're gonna make this as big as we can. Maybe that's big enough, and drag it right to the center. Okay, how's that? Looks good. Okay, so here is the normal when you're playing the game, and if the egg hits the floor, we're gonna have the game over background. All right, great. Okay, let's go back to the egg. Sorry, the code of the egg. Okay, so what happened is when the egg touches the bottom, we're going to change it to the broken eggshell. All right, as well as stop everything. But over here, we need to add one more event. Okay, we're going to add a broadcast message. Okay, in this broadcast message, we're going to give it a new name. We're going to call it the end message. Okay, basically when it triggers, we will change the egg to the broken costume. We will broadcast an end signal. This end signal will be received by Dorian, the bottom, as well as the backdrop. Once we receive the end state, we will trigger a change of background. Okay, so now we're going to click on the stage, click on the backdrop. All right, we're going to use the when green or start is clicked, we're going to change the backdrop, switch the backdrop to the original one. So every time the game starts, you're going to start with the farm backdrop. And then the second scenario we're going to have is when I receive the end state. Okay, this basically means when this sprite or this background receive an end state, we want it to change to the game over backdrop. Okay, great. Let's give it a go. Start. Egg's gonna fall, catch the egg, no problem. Now move to the side. Bam. Game over. All right. Not too difficult. Easy to do. Basically, when we start, change it to the original background, which is the farm. And when you receive or when you have a trigger, the end trigger, we will switch to the game over state. Okay, great. Now the second thing we're going to do is we're going to add the eggs saved. Okay, so we're going to come to this thing called variable here, orange color. All right, we're going to create a new variable. Let's just call it make variable here. Let's just call it saved, SAVED, saved. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to define how many eggs we start the game with. We're going to start the games with 0 egg saved. Okay, so it's going to set it here to set saved to 0. Okay, so how do we trigger every egg saved? Whenever Dorian catches an egg, we need to increase the value by 1. Okay, so here we have a function called change. Drag this out. Okay, basically we're going to set it to change saved by 1. Okay, what it means is every time it's triggered, the value of save will increase 1. So if it starts from 0, the next time it triggers is going to be 1, and then 2, and then 3. Okay, and when are we going to trigger this? when Darren catches the egg. Okay, alright, so let's give it a go. Catches the egg, saved. 1, good. 2, 3. Okay, let's just let it drop to the bottom, and then what's gonna happen? Game ends, stop all, game over, background appears. Great. So now it's the game is working as it should. Okay, a few more tiny things we're going to change. This egg actually looks a bit big in my opinion. Okay, let's use the looks. Okay, we can use the change size. If you can look at it here, change size. Sorry, set size. Okay, let's set the egg size to half of the original size. Okay, that half means 50%. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so the egg is now smaller. Looks more in relation to the boy. Looks a bit more correct, the size. Okay, my computer is lagging again. After coding for maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes, the browser seems to lag. Okay, all right. So we have sort of completed the game, but there are tasks that I want you kids to try to do. Okay, so make sure your game is running fine as you see here now, and then join me in the next video where I'll give you activities and tasks to complete. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.